Hi all, welcome to Mission 919, my channel devoted to African stories, information and narratives of African achievement, well-being and prosperity. And today we're going to do a short post about um, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed of Ethiopia winning the Nobel Peace Prize for 2019. He's been given this award ostensibly for his role in achieving peace between his country Ethiopia and Eritrea, a country that borders Ethiopia and which was part of Ethiopia at one point, and they fought a long and bitter civil war. And there's been a cold peace, I guess, for the last 20 years, and Abiy Ahmed agreed to basically the conditions of settling the war and ending sort of the hostility and establishing normal relations with Eritrea, opening up travel links, travel across the border, and I guess hopefully trade in the coming years. He was also involved in the negotiations around setting up a transition government in Sudan when the long-time leader of the country, Omar Bashir, was forced to resign. He's done things like appoint 50% women to his cabinet. Also, he appointed and the parliament, or he nominated and the parliament approved his choice for president and for the head of the Supreme Court, both of whom now are women. He's also released many prisoners and welcomed home many exiles. Now, he's interesting because he's the first leader from Oromia, which is the Oromo people are the largest single ethnic group in the country at about 1/3. His father was Oromo, his mother Muslim, and his mother was, I believe, from the Amhara region and was a Tawahedo Orthodox. So, in his own family background, he sort of represents a fusion of some of the larger, more significant divides in the country. Now, I guess there's been a lot of ethnic tension. Some of that has been boiling over since he became prime minister in early 2018. So the things that were kept tamped down by sort of outright repression have now been boiling to the surface and has sparked regional violence. He was also threatened basically with, it was an assassination attempt on his life last year, I believe. Or was it this year? I forget. And then also soldiers came to his office and demanding a pay raise, but there was also the potential, for his assassination right there, and he managed to defuse the situation. It was actually quite an example of courage and bravery under incredible stress. So he's a very interesting figure, and I think he definitely deserves the Nobel Prize. I'm sure one can point to things that he's done that one might object to, but I think if you look at the overall situation, establishing peace between Ethiopia and Eritrea is a very big deal for both countries. I would say that the president of Eritrea, Isaias Afwerki, deserves the Nobel Peace Prize as well, but the West has such hostility to Eritrea that was probably never going to happen. So, notwithstanding that, I think it's a well-deserved, he's a well-deserved winner. And I hope that the prize helps to bring um, a sense of pride and unity into the country. I know they're preparing for elections next year, so um, there will be some probably rough days ahead for Ethiopia, but hopefully they will come through it. Um, Ethiopia is the second largest population or third largest population in the continent, I think, after Egypt, and it's a very important country historically, culturally, in many, many, many different ways. And but its economy has essentially been lagging that of some other more rapidly developing countries, and so Ethiopia needs to catch up. It has had some of the highest growth rates in the world over the last few years. I hope that continues. Um, um, and I hope that you know uh, whatever economic policies Abiy Ahmed and the government follows, um, make sure that the growth in the economy is shared, and so that the improving living conditions are experienced by the majority of the country. That will do probably the most to tamping down the ethnic tensions and violence that seems to erupt periodically in the country. So anyway, in the name of the ancestors and the unborn, who are the same, Ashe, 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 and please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.